Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia kid and
And Teresa.
hey y'all, what can I say? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Man, did we? And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about. I had probably one of the most fantastic, or we did one of the most fantastic weekends that we've had in a long time, if ever. We went up to mom and dad's early on Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, Joey had a big cookout for all our birthdays. And when I say all, it starts with Dakota. His is first, and then there's mine, and then there's Mama's, and then there's Daddy's. We're all like four days to a week apart. So we had a big 2 day cookout, blowout. We rode side by side all over, fished a little bit at Joey's Lake, and the grandkids had Granny had a blast with Joey's grandkids, rode them, and man, Teresa, I'm still full. Are you?
Oh yeah. I never even got to have any hamburgers. I was so full last night from the other stuff, I couldn't even eat a hamburger when y'all had them ready.
I mean, we had gobs of food, and got to share time, mom and daddy, Nolan and Danielle, and like I said, Dakota and his girlfriend Bailey. Just, we was all there. Y'all know what it means to me. How much I love to. We've always. That's just the way we've done things. Is do things as a family, and I guess I can sum it up. So I'm still on cloud nine. I had a wonderful time. I hope all y'all had a good weekend too. But I had a great one, fantastic one.
Yeah, it was good.
And two, before Teresa gets into things, I want to say already, even though my birthday's not till tomorrow, I've already, I can't really find the word. The words I'm going to say is just not strong enough. But thank each and every one of y'all for the birthday cards, the wishes, the gifts. Pam Strickland, it's beautiful, girl. I mean, what can I say? I love it. Our dear, wonderful friends Susan and Richard. Thank you for the cheese, because we love them cheeses.
Yeah, we got home today and you had a surprise by the door, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Like I said, my weekend is just, it couldn't have gone no better. But I just want to say that each and every one of you, I will say this without a doubt. I'm in the damn top 5 for the biggest family in the world. If not, right up there, 1 or 2. And that's because each and every one of y'all. Y'all know I love you. Thank you so much. Teresa, hey, let's get in with birthdays, prayers, and shout outs.
All right. Happy birthday to Tammy Taylor, Chastity Calvert, and Caleb.
Happy birthdays. Some more March birthdays, and we're finishing out. I know there's more, and hopefully
a few more days.
We get each and every one of y'all.
All right, and shout outs to Tanya Matthews, Bonnie Kay, and David Hokut.
Once again, thank y'all so much for your love and support.
And then we have prayers for Tina Metz, Alan, and Amy Lynn's mother. We'll keep y'all in our prayers.
Always, always. We love our prayers. We love our Elvis family to get around, and it does a lot of good. I know that. I feel it in my heart, and I see it every day. So thank all y'all for coming together as a family with your prayers.
Okay, so the first question is from, is it Bethany Lewis or because you didn't put a Y at the end of the first one.
Here we go. Already blame it. Well, I'm going to tell y'all.
It's either, I'm thinking probably Bethany Lewis.
Because you don't know how to read, just guess at it, okay?
Well, if I read it, it would say Bethan, and I don't think that's right.
All right.
Who is Donna Jean Presley? Is she kin to Elvis, and is what she says true? What does she say that?
I'm gonna make I've read a little, I've heard a little, and this is gonna be pretty short answer. Don't mean it to be, but I think you're gonna. I'm gonna give you your answer. I have never heard of this woman, and I will say without a doubt, because I was there, she wasn't. She didn't hang around us kids. Her and Lisa was not like, she didn't even exist. So whatever world she's living in, it wasn't the same one I lived in, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Daffy W8I. Do you think Lisa was frightened to tell Elvis some of the things that were happening in her life living with her mother, Priscilla? Do you think Priscilla might have blackmailed her into saying, if you tell your daddy, you're not going to get to go see him anymore, or something like that?
Yeah, I wasn't there, and once again, I can't, I'm not going to speak for Lisa. I think she did have a little bit of some of that, maybe in her book, maybe not, but it's possible. I really...
It kind of would explain why she never seemed to have told him.
Right, I don't know, but then again, yeah, that's what I was going to say. But and remember too, this is a lot of her life. The bad things happened after Elvis was gone. So, and unfortunately, I throw that back because I wish we would have stayed close. And I don't know if she really had anybody to talk to, or to tell. That, like I said, when I read that, that's one of the first things that it made me think of is, God, how much more sad can it and hard can it be when, you do, but you don't, and you feel like you don't have anybody, like I said, to talk to, and God bless her.
All right, this question is from John. He says, was Elvis particular about his cars being clean and looking sharp?
Over the years, we've talked and told a lot of stories and stuff, and on that one, I'm going to say yes and no.
Yes and no. That's not an answer.
He loved for him to, I'm going to get into it a little bit. He loved for him to be spiffy and sharp, and most of the time, the guys always, the ones taking care of that always did. But then, there's tales of Elvis, he loaded chickens and all kinds of critters in a limousine and just let them, do whatever in it. And then took it, had it,
So he did have to have it cleaned, though. He didn't just leave it chicken poop.
Sometimes, sometimes he liked, everybody likes their rides to look good. But then sometimes, it just depended on his mood and what he wanted. At times he just didn't give a crap. That was just Elvis.
I can't see him driving out in a dirty car, though.
No, well, you never...
like covered in polish.
Like the studs, if it had a little dust or something on it, that was such a beautiful car, you would have never known it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and this question is from Cindy. After Elvis passed away, did Lisa visit her granddaddy Vernon, and did she go to his funeral?
She did, and at times... Now, I don't know, after we left, I was up there, while Uncle Vernon was still alive, I would go up and pick up Roy, or we'd meet, Roy Miller, because we'd go out and stuff. I'd go in there, and see him and check on him and stuff. And she did too at times when she's in town. Now, how much, I don't know. Because there's, she could have flown in and seen him at times, when I wasn't up there around or just didn't hear about it. That's happened a lot over the years with, even at times when she come, unless I heard something, I didn't know she was in town. So, but she did, stay in touch with him and check on him. Yes. And she did go to his funeral. So.
From Alexi, where did Elvis watch TV?
Well, it just depends on... In the later years, mostly in his room. Of course, movies and stuff, he would rent out, the movie theaters. He watched some in the den. Earlier years, they watched some downstairs. That's why they called the TV room, and he had 3 TVs. But the most part was definitely, his room if he wasn't, entertaining or having people up. And even then, they would have it on, sometimes. Maybe just turn down and, talk about things being on it and this and that,
Okay. From Jean Beck. Who do you think was the closet to Elvis?
Not the closet,
That's
girl.
what is CLOSET?
The closest. I'm tired of you getting my spell. Look.
You can't spell.
Gosh darn it, I had a 6th grade education now.
Did you like that? Yeah. I've been meaning to use this, and I saw a comment, someone who said I needed a sound box. I said, I have one, and I need to use it.
She's got a little sound box thing, and there it is. And this is a family show, but for those of you that know automatically, I know probably where I'm gonna put that. Let me just say that.
All right, let me redo it since I know now you meant another word.
Yes.
Gene Beck, who do you think was the closest to Elvis besides Vernon, Gladys, and Lisa?
Y'all, I mean, and I've said it before, not because he's my daddy, because it's fact. Was my daddy. And we'll talk, we've talked about it, and we'll talk about it more and more as long as we do these things. Elvis and my daddy had a relationship that sometimes is very hard to explain, I guess. I mean, there was love, bond, loyalty, trust, anything and everything that you could have out of a relationship. I mean, it just, and it's hard.
Maybe like brothers, you think? Close?
Yeah.
Brothers.
And it's hard for me at times because, I'm past that because I've heard all that. People say, hey, you just say that because it's your daddy. Well, you know what? Now that I've gotten age and I've seen life and live it, it is what it is. Others will tell you that. I've even mentioned, that was a lot of why Priscilla don't really care much for Daddy or any of the rest of us, even her. Daddy was there from the beginning. They left Tupelo together. He was just a wee boy. And they lived both sides of that life, poor and struggling, to Elvis becoming what he did, and they were there to the very end. As I talked about in that last one, there was a question a few videos ago, was your mom and daddy the last ones to ever hear him sing? Yeah, and Ginger was there too. Yes, they were. So, I mean, that just, it is what it is. Y'all know, y'all read it and see it. So.
All right, last question is from Luann Harris. Danny, do you ever get thoughts and wish Elvis could have seen his extended family like your kids and grandkids?
Man, do I ever. And that is a fantastic question because those thoughts run through my head. As a matter of fact, me and Joey was standing by the grill at night and watching the grandkids take the side-by-side, and we were talking about what all we had done and if Elvis would have been there and how much fun he would have had and how much fun the kids would have, if all our families could have been. I guess that's one of the things that helped me, I don't know if regret's the right word or what, but God, how I wished my kids and my grandkids, especially Lainey, because she's so proud of being kin to Elvis, to just have got to know him in person, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and not. Believe me, they've heard stories and they're going to hear more stories, and any of their questions will always be answered, and they're going to know Elvis Presley the family way, let me say, the best way you can know him. But, if ever I had a dream or if ever that was possible, that would be probably the one. If I only had one wish, that would probably be the wish I'd wish for. Just to enjoy a weekend like we just had, but have Elvis and Lisa there.
Yeah.
So, y'all, really got my mind. And it's happy, not sad. It's a little sad, but it, like I said, coming off the weekend and then with these questions, especially that last one, because me and Teresa talk a lot of times, and I say that it's like with her, God, I would have loved and she was included for her to have met him and know him the way we did, and it sometimes it's hard to express out to y'all. I hope I'm doing the best job that I can do to give y'all that feeling and make you see the Elvis that I knew and spent my life up till 14. He passed away, which was one heck of a life, let me tell you. And I dream about it. I think about it. And I thank God for it each and every day of my life. Y'all, hey, what can I say? We appreciate y'all. We love each and every one of y'all. Teresa's got something because she pointed at me.
I just want to remind everybody we're having a drawing for some MMK merch. I'll have the address right at the end of this video. It also has our email address, but for the drawing, you need to send a postcard or index card with your name and mailing address and mail it to the P.O. box.
Yes,
and
let me
we'll
add
draw that the 1st of May.
Yeah, let me add to that, because we've had several ask, where can I send something, and whatever it is you want to, that would be, that is the main address that we use, and we check it every day. And pretty much, we're getting either letters or entries or whatever every day. So, and we appreciate that, y'all. So that would be the address for those of you that's asked. Like I said, y'all have a good week.
Yes.
And guess what?
Over.
We're gonna start the week off right tomorrow evening. Keep hitting you with some more of these videos. Love each and every one of y'all. Remember, we always live Elvis.